G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. As I continue my series on black pine decandling, this is a lovely little black pine that I have that I repotted early in the season. I changed the pot into this beautiful Japanese speckled grey. It's just fantastic. It has a really nice big fat wide nabari. You can probably just see it. I know it's a bit wet because it's been being watered recently, but you probably say, yeah, that's amazing. Why would you want to do anything to that? It looks so beautiful. But it's the actual maintenance of these black pines that's critical. You want to really even refine this further. You want to even have smaller buds than this. And that takes time. That takes decandling the tree. Take all the candles off in summer, let the buds come back in over the summer and you bud select in autumn. So, I'll cut all these buds off the tree. It'll look pretty spare, it'll look pretty bare, but it'll bounce back wherever I cut that one candle off. Will come back with two little candles in the future, two buds. Those buds will become candles next season, and then we cut them again. And at that point, that bud and that one will have two more. So it just keeps growing and forking out, but it'll get smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's the key with this. I would love to see this getting really small, nice small buds, full tree, full canopy. It's quite a nice little tree already, of course. But yeah, it needs to go through that whole decandling process now. So that's what I'm going to do now, decandle this tree. It's pretty quick and easy. It's a small tree, so it should be much quicker to do. So I always start at the top and remove the candles. So it's going to be pretty bare, as I said, once I'm done. But it's for the betterment of the tree to decandle, because you're going to get a better tree in the future. So just go through it, take all the candles. You got to be because they're small, you got to really look carefully. On bigger trees it's a bit easier to see, but on these small guys really needs quite a bit of care in terms of seeing the buds and going through it and cutting it out. So it's getting pretty bare already at the top as I do this. Now, the only reason I'm doing this, well, not the only reason, but the tree is very healthy. So you can see all the healthy growth. I fed this tree quite heavily over spring. Now, it did get repotted, but I don't know if you remember, but I did pretty much just kind of slip potted it. I didn't do too much to the roots, just put new soil around it and really cared for the roots. So I haven't gone excessively hard in terms of the roots, anywhere near what I could normally do, but I was very careful in that process because I didn't want to really go damaging the tree too much. So make sure it's healthy, make sure it's pushed out lots of growth, and off you go. You can decandle the tree. So you just cut all the candles off, all the new growth. You'll see it's all nice, like it's a green shoot. That's the candle, so that's what you take off from the base. Wherever you see it, just take it off. There will be needles behind the cut point, which is important. So just make sure you go through it and get through it. So I'm just going to speed through all this now, and we'll come back and have a look how the tree looks afterwards. So that took a lot longer than I thought because there were so many candles on this little tree, and it was really hard to get into it. But that's pretty much it decandles. You can see quite nice now. Actually, this looks pretty good. There's lots of little. Got to make sure we get all those cut buds off just by giving a flick to everything. But no, looking a lot better. You can also do some needle plucking if you really want to on this tree. I always have a quick look around again, and I'll find some more candles that I've just missed. It's just, there's so many to look at. You just go through it again. Just make sure you got them all. No big deal if you miss one or two, but you try and just capture all of them as much as you can. So again, make sure the tree's healthy. The decandling process is a maintenance process. So think of it as maintenance for your black pines to make them look really awesome. So this tree is looking really good. So come autumn, we'll do the bud selection and then needle plucking, and this tree will look really, really nice. Depending on the timing, maybe you could make the Bonsai Northwest show in April, so mid-April. Stay tuned for details on that. It'll be the 20th and 21st if you're in Melbourne, April 2024, that is. So yeah, hopefully it can make it. Might just possibly get there if it pushes the buds nicely and I can have time to bud select and needle pluck before the show. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that quick video on decandling black pines in summer, and I'll see you soon for more.